students, welcome back to our math class. So last week you have learned about fractions and its name from whole to tens. So this week we are going to learn about fraction families and how to write it. Let's get started. First, we are going to start with halves. To continue, you need this line that is called fractures, which means fraction. So how many parts are there in halves? 1, 2. There are 2 parts. So we are going to put 2 at the bottom of the line. Why we should put there? Is to show you how many parts are there in halves. Let's count the half. There are 1 half. So how many halves are there? 1. So you need to put 1 on top of the line. This is to show you how many fractions are there. 1 half. I will put another one. There are 2 halves. Now we are going to change the number 1 to 2. 2 halves. 2 halves. Okay, let's put it back. Okay, let's start now with fourths. I'm going to take away the number and let's see how many parts are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 parts in a whole. So you need to put number 4 at the bottom of the line. Remember, this is to show you how many parts there are. Now let us count. There is 1/4. So you put the numbers at the top of the line. So how many numbers that we need to put? 1/4. 1. So we put 1 over there. Next, 2/4. We're going to change this into 2. 2/4. Put another one, 3/4. So what number should we change? Yes, number 2. We change it into 3. 3/4. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. We'll take another one and put it over there. So there are 4/4. Let's change the number. Remember, to show you how many fourths are there. 4/4. Okay, let's keep it. And we are going to do our activities together. Okay, now this is what you need to do at home. I have give you this and you can try to do it slowly. Before that, let us do it together. Okay, let's start from this one. Let's count how many parts are there in a whole. 1 part, 2 parts. There are 2 parts in a whole. So where you need to write it down? You need to write it down at the bottom. Remember, it is to show you how many parts are there in a whole. So let's count how many parts that I have colored. 1. 1/2. Remember to write down the number at the top of the line. 1/2. Okay, let's continue to another one. Let's try this one. How many parts are there in a whole? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 parts in a whole. We are going to write it at the bottom of the line. And let's count how many parts that I have colored. How many fourths are there? 1/4, 2/4. So there are 2/4. Let's write it at the top of the line. Let's try to do another questions. This is the harder one. Okay, now let's try to do this one. Let's see how many parts are there in a whole. Let's count it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 parts in a whole. You write it at the bottom. And let's see how many fifths are there that I colored. 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5. So how many fifths? 4. Write down at the top of the line. Okay, now you can continue to do the others. You can do it slowly and remember to count it carefully as there are all circles. So if you have done until 5th, you can continue from 6th to 10th. Okay, happy learning, kids!